How's it going, YouTube, and welcome back to some more Pokerogue. In this particular video we're going to have to start off a brand new run because unfortunately we did see the end of our best run in the previous video here on this game. But without further ado, let's jump into the game and see what kind of team we want to build. Now obviously in the last run we started off with Pikachu. Pikachu was quite nice for us, but we did have a Thunderstone like very early on that allowed us to evolve our Pikachu pretty much instantaneously. So I think I'm going to try something a little bit different in this particular run. I want to try and get a little bit of coverage across all of the types of Pokemon that I feel like we could see in the beginning. So I want to take something that's based around fire, maybe water as well. Not too sure about grass. And I also want to obviously take up a pickup mon. Now I've played a few like games. I say a few games. I played like one run off of video earlier on today after I recorded the most recent episode, and I picked up a couple of Pokemon that probably won't see any play to begin with, but they are going to be kind of involved probably further down the line. But I'm going to start off this run with a Vulpix just to see how we go. But one thing I do want to have a look at is if we have, so we don't have, or we do have some other IVs. I think we go this IV. The speed is super high, so we'll go with that. Sorry, that's a Pidgey. Why? I was like, what the hell? We'll go with this, but we can't toggle IVs obviously on the Vulpix because we don't have any others. Managed moves, we have Ember and Tail Whip plus Disable, so that's not too bad, I suppose. We'll take the Vulpix for sure. For our pickup mon, we are going to take the handy Zigzagoon because we don't have to use too many of our points in order to use it. And I'm also going to take probably a Marill again. Just having a quick look at the rest of my Pokemon to see if there's anything else I want to take. I am sort of tempted to take our Larvesta. Do I take Larvesta? The problem is it's a bug fire, and we've already got fire in our party with the Vulpix. But I think that might be a better Pokemon to take over Vulpix. So we'll take the Larvesta. I don't actually know. Yeah, String Shot and Thunderbolt are the only other moves we have, so that's fine. We'll definitely take the Zigzagoon. If we can go back over here, grab Zigzagoon. And we probably want to take some form of water, as I said. So I think Marill's going to be the choice here to round off the 3 starting Pokemon. And we'll just see how the run goes with these particular Pokemon here. We're not going to switch out. We're just going to go ahead and probably just Ember with our Larvesta here. And we don't actually have this Pokemon, so we will go ahead and catch it, just to add it to the Pokemon that we have available in terms of the starters. That's mainly what I'm focusing on right now. I'm not really focusing on trying to get too far through the runs. As much as I'd love to get through the runs like as far as possible, I just want to try and pick up as many Pokemon as possible so we've got a lot more options to us for future videos. We're going to go ahead and take another Nugget just to get some money going for ourselves. This is a bug Pokemon, so this probably wasn't the best stay in, but the Growl is handy for us because it means we can get another Ember in before any sort of flying moves come down on us. The Zinc increases the holder's base special defense by 10%. The higher your IVs, the better the stack limit. I think we take this and we will probably put it on our Larvesta for now. So Sentret and Poochyena, I'm not going to switch that, but I will switch you to Marill. I'm going to go ahead and Ember the Sentret, and I'll also come in with a Water Gun on the same Pokemon because I knew I wasn't going to knock out the Sentret with an Ember. And I'm very tempted to catch this Poochyena if possible. We do have Flame Charge, but we will Ember, and then I think after the Ember we'll... Never mind, I was about to say after the Ember we'll throw a Pokeball, but we don't need to because we captured the Poochyena anyway. We do need Pokeballs. We are running a bit low on those. but I want to take this Lumberry for the Larvesta just to be on the safe side. Youngster Darius is our first trainer battle here, and we should be able to just get through him fairly easily if it is bug type Pokemon. We do see a Bidoof, so we just go in with a Flame Charge, and then we'll finish off with an Ember as well. Lovely stuff. So that is our first trainer battle done. Misty Terrain. This protects Pokemon on the ground from status conditions and halves damage from Dragon type moves for 5 turns. I don't think it's worth us taking that, you know. I think the option there is definitely going to be the Pokeballs, just so we have a bit more ability to capture stuff. Excuse me. Whismer, do we want? I think we do. Astonishing Pound. We will get rid of the Skitty for it. Don't think I'm going to be using Skitty in this run, so we will change that up. Ooh, Great Balls or a Nugget. We've got a reasonable amount of money right now, so I think we take the Great Balls here. Do I want to switch my Pokemon for a Zigzagoon? I do not. We'll go ahead and Flame Charge. So, we now have Ivy coming up. Some more Great Balls will definitely be nice. So we will go ahead and take those. Okay, Ivy, what do you have for us in this run? Thunderbolt that then. We are quicker, so we'll Thunderbolt again. Do you just have... You don't. Are we quicker than this Tailo is the question. We are. Lovely stuff. I was like, if I'm quicker than this Tailo, then we win this speed battle and we get the first attack. Probably get the knockout. Thankfully that was the case. We don't need special defense, I don't feel like. So we'll take the Nugget here. Sunken and a Rattata. We're not going to swap either of these out because we should be able to get rid of the Sunken and then also get the Rattata to a reasonably low amount of health, if not knocked out. Yeah, I was about to say, it's not really going to do too much with the Water Gun to a Rattata, but we'll take the knockout regardless. Some levels. Oh, Bubble Beam. Let's get rid of Tail Whip for that. Reason I didn't get rid of Tackle is I kind of want that as like a little finisher, if possible. Let's go ahead and hit a potion on Meryl here, and then we'll Enigma Berry the Larvesta. Oh, so we've got a double battle on the boss, and I really want this Fido if possible. I'm not going to swap out the Larvesta. I don't think I want to swap out the Meryl either. So if we Flame Charge on the Metapod, and then I think we'll Water Gun the Fido and hope that we don't knock it out, basically. Don't think we're going to. I don't think the attack's going to be that good for us to knock out the Fido, but a Fairy-type Pokemon would be ideal. Please don't knock it out. I am going to Defense Code to be on the safe side. Okay, that's fine. So let's go ahead and Great Ball. Lovely. So we've got another... Obviously, Meryl is part Fairy, but we've got literally just a Fairy-type Pokemon. So I think we get rid of Whismer for the Fairy-type Pokemon. I don't think we're using Whismer anytime soon. But that is the boss done and the floor 10 sorted. Meaning everything gets healed. There's no like status effects or anything like that, which is handy. We have now run into a Lechonk. So we will go ahead and Flame Charge. And then I think we will see if Thunderbolt finishes, which it does. Getting some levels on our Pokemon here, which is always nice to see. Don't think I want Rain Dance. I'll take the X attack to be on the safe side for any potential random encounters that we're not expecting. But we'll take that win there. So Larvesta's actually doing really well in terms of like not necessarily carrying this run, but being our main source of attack power currently. And we are getting a decent amount of levels on our other Pokemon. I'm going to take the Citrus Berry, and I'm probably going to give that to Marill, because actually, Larvesta doesn't have one. I swear I put one on Larvesta, or was I thinking of a different run on a different Pokemon? I can't remember. Either way, we'll take it and put it on Marill. A Scarf Berry picked up, which is also nice. Oh, Wide Lens. I think we take this, right? We've got to take Wide Lens. Got to take Wide Lens. We're not switching. Obviously, everything's got 100% accuracy on our moves currently for Larvesta, but if we have anything that has lower accuracy, then we have Wide Lens on our Larvesta to be much more accurate, essentially. Do we want Covert on this? I think we do. We'll take it over Tackle. Ideally, we'd like to see some Fairy type moves, but it is what it is. I'm going to take the Great Balls here, actually. We already have a Fletchling in our party, right? No. Oh, okay, I'm thinking of a completely different run. We don't necessarily need Fletchling, though, due to us already having Larvesta for the fire side of things. Obviously, he has a bug as well, which means that if we end up while resistant user attacks opposing Pokemon, this slows the SP attack of those hit. Yep, we'll take that over String Shot. But yeah, with Larvesta being part bug, it's not ideal for any flying type Pokemon we may run into. We have to take that egg voucher, right? Have to take the egg voucher. Like Potion, we've just used one. It's only 68 Pokecoins. Like Great Balls, we've got quite a few of those, so we've got to take the egg voucher there. Would I switch our Pokemon for Pikachu? The answer is probably not. But before I do anything, let's go to the egg gacha, go to here, and put in our egg voucher to get some eggs. I would like to see at least one rare here. That would be nice. But if we don't, it is what it is. 3 commons so far, 4 commons. Last chance at a rare. Okay, we got a rare. Lovely. We'll take that. We'll definitely take that. But right here, I think we Flame Charge. Okay, we were faster than a Pikachu, meaning a Flame Charge does knock it out, which is really handy. Because I feel if Pikachu did get off any sort of electric type move, we would have been in a bit of trouble there. So Charm could probably be better than Defense Curl, right? The Defense Curl does buff its defense, I get that, but I feel like having Charm might be the better option for us. Larvesta's speed has rose. It is now paralyzed, which is the only downside. Echoed Voice is a normal type move. I'm not really too fussed about that, so we'll take the Pokeballs. So we don't actually have a Zubat, but I have a very sneaking suspicion that anything outside of Ember does knock this Pokemon out. So we will take a Zubat here. The speed's okay, the defense is pretty bad, but everything else isn't too bad on the Zubat. Do we want to take it? We don't have a flying type at the moment. I think we get rid of Tandemaus or Poochyena. Poochyena is dark. This is ice, I think. I think we get rid of the Poochyena. I think that's the better option here. At least in my personal opinion. Lumberry is probably worth taking. And we'll stick that onto our Larvesta. Not switching that out. Don't want to switch this out either. So we'll go with a Flame Charge onto Zubat. And we'll go with a Bubble Beam onto Mankey. And then we can probably Ember the Zubat here. And then we can probably Charm the Mankey. Focus energy from the Mankey. Let's go with a Flame Charge onto the Mankey, and then if we need it, we'll go with a Tackle. Didn't need it, thankfully, but had the backup just in case. Alrighty, so we're doing alright so far. We are about to fight another boss, however. Max Potion isn't really needed right now, let's be honest. As much as I'd love to take it, I don't necessarily think I need it. We've got plenty of Pokeballs, so we'll go to the X Special Defense. Poochyena is our boss Pokemon. But I feel like Larvesta's literally just going to be able to two-shot it, which it does. Lovely stuff. So we're through level 20. So I think our next Ivy fight, if memory serves correct, is on 25. I can't remember entirely if that's correct or not, though. So we have a Marill. So we will be able to go ahead and just Thunderbolt here. Obviously, we could catch this Marill for better IVs, but I'm just going to get rid of it, try and get through the lake. Larvesta, again, is probably going to carry us through this with Thunderbolt. Another Pokemon with Covert. I mean, we could probably get rid of Tail Whip for it again. Right here... I think we go with Iron and stick that on Larvesta. So it has two irons now, which is bolstering its defense, if memory serves correct. We are going to go ahead and throw a ball at Psyduck, because again, it's another starter for us. We have Confusion right off rip as well if we end up using it. Not going to put it into our party, however, I feel like right now, unless I find something like insane, I don't really feel like having the... having any changes to the party. I'm going to take the map here, just no questions. Definitely our map. Remoraid, we are just going to go ahead and hit you with 2 Thunderbolts to get rid of you. Never mind, Larvesta has gone down. Woo! To be fair, having Larvesta out in these situations is like a bit hit or miss when it comes to the... when it comes to the water areas, because it is part fire. So obviously anything that's water based will probably just take it out instantaneously. But Marill can then slam over Tackle, and we have defeated the Fisherman. And I am going to go ahead, I don't really want to max... The only problem with Max Lure is... we're bound to have a bunch of double battles, right? But at the same time, do I want to take it for that exact reason? We will take it for that exact reason. We are going to swap our Pokemon out to the Larvesta. It might mean... I was about to say, it might mean that the investment on the Revive wasn't the right idea, but thankfully for us, we did okay and we got through it. So next up, I believe it is Ivy. We will definitely take Bite, because it is a Dark type move, and we will take that over Growl. Oh, I think we take that Super XP Charm. Definitely take that Super XP Charm. We'll put 2 potions on the Larvesta, and then we will take Super XP Charm here. Alrighty, so Ivy, we meet once again. I can't remember her team. Okay. Didn't even get a Thunderbolt in that particular time. I honestly think... I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to think of the moves on everyone. But Razor Shell is going to absolutely do us in, I think. I think Marill might be like our only option here, because of its water-based typing, but unfortunately that does also go down. So I think we're going to get swept by the Duot, you know. It seems like we're being swept by Duot. Damn. Focus. Why couldn't you use that against like one of my other Pokemon duo? Come on now. But we've just been swept by Duo from Ivy. Really unfortunate. This is going to be a very short episode compared to the others, only by about 10 or so minutes. But yeah, got to 425 and Ivy just destroyed us with one Pokemon. Unideal. Obviously, our best bet to try and get through the water-based Pokemon was with our lead Pokemon, which the name's already, I think it was Larvesta, something like that. The proper name's like literally gone out my head already, because that was the only Pokemon that had like a super effective typing move. And as you saw, regardless of what Pokemon I actually ended up putting out, the Duo was just one-shotting everything. If we had managed to outspeed the Duo and drop the Thunderbolt, I think we might have been in a better situation. I'm not saying that it would have one-shot KO'd, and we probably would have lost our Larvesta and maybe ended up losing anyway from that. However, that was probably our best bet to get through Ivy in that case. Unfortunately, she brought water. We had a fire-based Pokemon. It wasn't to be. Regardless, I'm having a ton of fun playing this particular game. It's one of those games I can just sit down and like record in like batch and bulk not necessarily episodes, but like recordings. Like I could probably sit here and play this game for another couple of hours and pump out a load of different videos for it. Another thing that I also want to mention is I've recently come across a game that combines RuneScape and Pokemon together. It's called Pokescape. It's a game that's going to be coming to the channel fairly soon as well. I've kind of found my like niche, I guess you could say, on YouTube. Obviously, I first started playing a lot of extraction shooters. Found Pokerogue, started uploading that content, and it seems that you guys are enjoying the Pokerogue content here on the channel. So I'm going to probably slowly phase out the extraction shooters from the channel. Not that I don't enjoy playing them, I just feel like they're not the greatest games to make content on, at least in my opinion. Obviously, there's a ton of creators out there that make really good content on extraction shooters. It's just not something that I feel that I can kind of push myself to make over and over again. But it is what it is. We found our little like niche to upload and record, and I'm really happy about that side of things. But regardless, guys, I hope you did enjoy this particular episode. If you did, please be sure to leave a like, rating, and subscribe to the channel for more Pokerogue content and other content in the future. I'll leave links to my social media in the description down below as always, as well as all of my other channels here on YouTube as well. Last but not least, there will be a link to my TikTok and Twitch, which I will be live streaming on over the next couple of weeks quite consistently, playing this particular game in general, solely because I am off work for 2 weeks, so I can kind of sit down and focus a lot on content, as well as doing other bits and bobs that I enjoy doing hobby-wise. But regardless, guys, I'm going to stop rambling. I'll see you in the next one, and I hope you have a good day.